Yeah. Yeah, got it. Previous idea is not possible. Well, this is how to deal with floating points being not exact, as it were. Having some noise on it. To do. Depends on what level, but coding is of course not for everyone. Thinking about the catatonic person locked up in a psychiatric ward or something. Or like my mom, who couldn't even understand any mathematics beyond 3 plus 2. You need to have a good memory, I suppose. Someone with Alzheimer who gets everything in 5 minutes after they heard it, they will not be able to code. Well, at some point you start to just take an average normal person who gets good grades in school. They can learn to code. But then at what level? You know, it's like, I think it's much like the question, can anyone learn to play chess? Probably, you know, any normal person can play chess. They might not get beyond the level where they are 100% of the time beaten by people who are 100% of the time beaten by people who are 100% of the time beaten by people who are 100% of the time beaten by the world champion. So there is quite a lot of dynamic in chess. And I think that also in coding there is a world of difference between one coder and the other. There are coders, there are god coders in this world that should be paid a lot more than they are. And then there are people who should be fired, but they are still professional coders. It's a really big difference. I think the difference is a lot larger than the average manager understands. I helped Linden Lab, for example, with working on their open source client. And they managed to fire, at some point, all the good coders they had. That's really. And they weren't that good in the first place. Really, that absolutely the worst company ever. I've never. They only made mistakes, one grave mistake after the other. They shot themselves. The Linden Lab shot themselves in the foot so often. They didn't have anything left below the knee, and then I mean left and right, and still they kept shooting. It's unbelievable. I'm gonna code estimate. I want the absolute value the difference absolute value of the difference between the W value of the two samples, which are stored where? In the cubic? No, they are not. Oh, wait a minute, does that suck? No, wait, I have a sample here. Oh. Yeah, okay, one sample. If a second sample, I can just use, should be able to just use scale, no matter what. Then again, I'm going to need both samples for the other ones. I'm not storing it. I would have to store next, I guess. Maybe I should store it as a what? Maybe you should store it as an iterator. I'm not being passed an iterator. Initialize cubic. Why not initialize it from an iterator? Must always be an iterator. Let's try that. I need a good word. I need a good name, I mean. So I'm going to use one of them for deciding if something matches. Now, if something is close to another sample, that's the one at the bottom, 10 to the power minus 5. And I want to use the other one to set the left off and right off borders. So both are a fraction of a scale. And this, you could call this one that it makes it significant. And what is this then? Not insignificant. This is pretty big. When when I think about significant, that it's just very tiny. It's like larger than epsilon, and here it's more like big. I'm gonna use negligible. I have to use something. I don't want to waste time on this tool. No, it should have been static. Never duplicate something. So now I only have to change it in a single place, namely here. As if I would ever change it, but no, you know, that's the whole point anyway. And then I have to get rid of all the I don't know where I was. I should. Fuck. significant scale fraction. Is that too long or is my memory non-existent? I think it's my memory, as usual. Yeah, I guess I could use the same word here. Though I'm not really ignoring it, right? Or am I? Yes, I'm ignoring it because I'm overriding it. As if it is 0. Ignoring, I don't know. Anyway. Testering. Yep. Got it. Or whatever I did pick. Skill estimate. Yeah, so this should also be a negligible one. Maybe it's everywhere where I have negligible, we're using larger than, so larger than negligible. So I'm definitely going to do the minus on this side. Good. So now I'm using negligible for setting left off and right off. And then somewhere else we're using left off and right off, I think. Yeah, well, yeah, that should be right. To determine if we are within the region, I think. And the question is then where am I doing that? Well, here's one. Pretty sure that if I actually look at that, it's gonna have this form. Because what else could it be? Never using LW. Well, definitely not using DLDW. So we're looking for that usage here. Let's start at the top. Let's do left and right. I want to see this one as well. So left or right. Left or right. I'm not sure how to do that. I think I need backslashes here and then it works. It does not work. Backslash here as well. Oh, that works. Less than, and I want this to be more favorable. It should be faster true. This should still be true in the light of floating point round-off errors, I think. Or let me think about it. Yeah, it should be true, quicker true. So I could increase this side with the significance. Times the scale, whatever that is. I'm gonna need it twice, so what it will must be plus it is. So it's gonna be a significant offset. Double const. Yeah, in the end, it's probably better to check if all the significant things are like less than the significant things, right? It was larger than the negligible and less than significant. I think that this is easier to understand in terms of thinking about what it's doing. But it's more confusing to see if you didn't make a mistake. You have to re-visualize what is happening. So maybe I should just subtract that and then compare it like that. Oh, wait a minute, what did I do now? Oh yeah, I add this so it becomes less than that. Okay. So here we get, oh, I didn't fill this one in. So that must be then, of course, significant scale fraction times the scale. What the hell is the scale? I don't have a skill yet here. I think that the theory can update the skill immediately after initialize a new node. I think I should update the scale here of new node, like right here. so annoying. Now, for now, I'll just use the estimate that I just added. Where did I do that? In the neighborhood of this one? Yep. Build that one. Okay. Oh, the problem is that this function is const. Initialize cubic. Why would that be in const? Yeah, but okay, I mean, already made the rest mutable. This is mutable. Whatever. Ah, really? How is that possible? Doing still compares here without using my fraction stuff. Yeah, yep. Okay. So you know, I regret that I dropped using a class for doubling. I was using a weight class called a weight, which was just a wrapper around a double, and now I thought, well, let's get rid of the whole class. Let's just make it a double. Which makes it a lot harder to find wherever I'm comparing it to. Otherwise you could just have overloaded less than and then find every instance where I'm trying to compare a W value with something. No, I suppose that a lot of these instances are still going to be something like either W less than test generate gradient descent version 1, testsuite number 1, histogram, and thread save. And then of course we have W underscore less than, which doesn't exist. And then we have, no, I should have started with all that because let's start all. Well, this one, but that was already handled. Can make it a little bit more accurate though, followed by either an equal sign or a space. not as much output. And the underscore, nothing. And then the function call, also already taken care of. This one is not. Let's have a look at that one. Yeah, this must be precise. It's just the ordering of the list. Can't be fuzzy here. Same here, must be precise. So that seems it comes down to this function. When I look at when I search for it this way. Before I fix this, I want to do a few other searches though. Because it is of course also possible that we do it the other way around, or maybe in some kind of formula form. So let's say I want to do some formula and then something to that. So that catches this one, for example, although we already called that one. Well, these are already handled, and then we come back to the stream chain. Already handled. Sample node. So we found this one, but we already found that one. And already found that one, now we found this one as well. So sample node. No, it seems to be really something works. Yeah. Well, this is initialized cubic. I really don't have a scale here. Well, I mean, really. Maybe I could make one even after this call, maybe, or I don't know. Hell, actually, I could. Yeah, we can make this. We can do the scale thing like way earlier than I'm currently doing. I should have done that from the beginning. Right now, I'll just use my estimate. So let's add a double const, and then this is significant, I think. I call it significant derivative. What the hell did I call it? This one. Okay, I forgot it again. Did I do less than significant or larger than significant? I think less than significant, right? I want to stick to that. Significant, but even that won't work. X here. Yep, it's less than. Yeah, this is not trivial, man. Okay, so in order to understand what I have to do here, I think it's important to see that neither derivative is 0 is true, which already implies something. That means that both signs are the same, or no, none of the signs are 0, which means that this absolute value, sorry, the absolute value of that thing is significant. If it was not significant, then it would have been 0. So both derivatives are significant, which means that they are not, that the samples are not in the extreme itself. Otherwise, then it's probably, you know, so close to 0 that it would not be significant. So they should be significant. They should already be significantly far away enough from the extremes for this to be just well defined. And I don't think I should have to do anything here. Otherwise, it's very unclear what to do. If they could be arbitrarily close, then yeah. I mean, if they could be like almost equal, then what to do here? That's really not clear. It just should not happen. So that holds for this whole block. So comparing the extremes or the other extreme and so on and so on. This will all be well defined here. And then we're at the end of the function already. Almost. Both derivatives are 0, or well, almost 0. Both derivatives are 0. Really? Or what did I miss? This is the sign is unequal, means that it's either both are 0 or they are -1 and 1. And then neither is 0, means they are -1 and 1 or 1 and -1. So then you get here, they're both 0. Wait a minute. And this one. So yeah, here both are very close to 0. Yeah, I think this should be significant as well then. So if this thing is, I'll call it again, less than significant. God, yeah, it was less than significant. Less than significant. Yep. And I'll jump back. No way. Okay, to subtract, no, wait a minute, I need a less than, so, yeah, it's this one. Minus that one, so less than 0. I did physics, university physics. I want to do a PhD. And I was the kind of student that didn't have to do anything for mathematics or physics in high school. Of course, I had to study on the university. I wasn't super brilliant then. But I'm pretty smart. And I have coded since I was 12. So, background. I've also done electronics from 7 years old till about 26 years old. And yeah, mathematics is a hobby. But not university level mathematics. Well, university level mathematics for physics, of course, but if you go study mathematics, that's a whole different thing. I'm even wondering if I could have done that. Although they say that physics is the most difficult study. I don't know. I mean, I understand. I understand a lot of mathematics, definitely, but there are also very large. How do you call those things? Areas, regions, subjects, whatever in mathematics that I have no idea, no clue about. As a hobby, at some point, just for my programming hobby, I wanted to be the first to write an open source program that could generate safe public key encryption keys for the elliptic curve encryption business. And a sub problem of that is that you have to verify very simply actually, just generate some elliptic curve, and then you have to verify or know what the number of solutions is. And then that number of solutions must be a small prime times a big prime, so preferably 3 times a big prime. But in order to test that, you have to first calculate the number of solutions of the elliptic curve. And it turned out that for that, even though it is number theory, which is my favorite in terms of interest, my God, there's no way you can do that unless you're one, very smart, two, just study 4 years on the university. The amount of knowledge for that was so big that I had to give up. I tried to read papers on the subject, but they'll download a random paper that has to do with it, and you can't read it. You just can't read it. It's Chinese. No way you understand what I wrote down. Now, I don't think it's difficult. So I suppose if I started studying mathematics, and my memory would have been good enough to remember it all, and I guess it was at that age. And then I suspect that I would not have had much problems with mathematics. In the end, everything is simple, right? If you understand it. But if you don't know the language, no. You have to start at the beginning. Study for a few years, and then maybe you can read those papers. Okay, we need a significant difference for the LW value, which is of course going to be significant scale fraction times next. And I forgot again what the bloody name was. LW, I suppose, estimate. Doesn't highlight. But I think it didn't highlight to begin with. It's in some weird... no, this is also not. Estimation then maybe? What the hell? Estimate. Okay. Scale estimate even. Estimate, yep. Scale estimate. So this is highlighted. For some mysterious reason, this is not highlighted. I think because I assume my functions to begin with lowercase. This is a really big concession, I would almost say, that I have a function that starts with an uppercase. Because, yeah, just the mathematical function L, which is capital L. But then the highlighting fails. Oh no. Have to move it even further. I should go to bed. It better work now. Okay, I can deal with compile errors. Use of undeclared identifier extreme chain. Very annoying, yes. Very, very, very annoying. But it's a .cxx file, so that's not... What is the right expression there? Let's not blah 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 about it. And then of course very sarcastic. First word that came up in my mind was rat about it, but it's definitely not the right word. So more like, the picture I had in my head is you know, laying on the ground and screaming and slapping with your legs and arms on the floor. Make a fuss about it. Maybe that's what I was looking for. Anyway, what was it? Extreme chain. There we go again. Well, that already worked. It's a bit fast in disappearing, but let's see what the F happens if I do this. Base. Nothing. No, it just finished. Yeah, no, okay, but not really. Although, I don't know, it's probably okay. One sec, fold this. This is 10. An example is does not exist. Oh, I'm making an estimate of something that does not exist. Yep. But. How can that not exist? Cubic is unknown, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I should not use the next estimate. That's just nonsense. I should just use the estimate of the current sample node. It's about this cubic. Period. Yeah. I think we just never got this far. I wonder though if we already reached. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I did comment the other one out too. Down. This is here. Create. Yes, we are. Oh, that doesn't help. I would have gone down one further. Anyway, I think that I just have everything commented out except one. This one. First logic stream, yeah. It's okay, so I was wondering if this one works. And of course the first one. Let's enable that. Doesn't work. Interesting. Why would it not work? I'm sure there's an explanation for it. Yeah, it doesn't know send it previous. You can't do this. Stupid GDB. Yeah, well, nothing to do here then. Good, yes. This is my how do you call that? The song that I associate my YouTube of my programming with at the moment. Sometimes it even matches what I'm doing, but then I have to be really going. Wow. Again. Or I should say still. Jumping back to the 0. Yeah, actually it makes sense. The floating point around all errors are just really small. They made this fail, and the test that I made is just saying if you're close enough to the extreme, then you're basically in the extreme. So nothing changed. We just get to the same place. And then I am doing my same comparisons. Which we'll never know. Two, three. Okay, we waited upon return in the testsuite function of this thing, but it was already after returning from the actual function, so they should just put a breakpoint here. Break for 8, 9. Yeah, and then probably Let's step into this, I think. Left node is -3. Yep. It's -2. Sure, this is -2, huh? Yep. It's on the left, yeah. So, bullshit is this? It's probably still failing, but I have to fix this before I continue. Derivative here, dude. Bigger. Okay, this is negative. That's not gonna work. Damn it. Yeah. again, I guess. No, the scale, it's a scale estimate. It should be absolute value already. All scales are positive. So the problem is here. And this one, yeah, next should always be larger. Oh, add a sword, damn it. Ugh. What about a breakpoint at 94? That's smarter. Correct. Fixed. So that it was just the bug. I think this should work. Or does it? No, it doesn't. Fuck. Now I'm going to bed. It's getting too late. Yeah, it's right mix. I had right mix there too. I don't know what happened. I think the reason is it just continues running now. See, because of this. And because it keeps running, it's maybe overriding that. Oh, it's overriding. Oh, it's inserting something. Oh, we're changing last. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I can check that. So last is I think what? Yeah, maybe aligned. Dude, you're the author of GDB. So lucky that I don't know where he lives. Maybe in lines. Try help. Wait a minute. That was actually. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Frame. GDA. Does it? It knows. It knows. Not debug chain. Debug chain. It does not know debug chain or what? Again. Nope. Does not know debug chain. Well, I know debug chain. Debug chain is just chain. So what he wanted was lost. And that is -3. Yep, indeed. Yeah, so what happens is we get 0 and then we get 1 and then we should normally leave and then last is 1 and then it checks last previous, which is 0, which contains the cubic, which is then next max, which just means that it's horizontal here and then goes down. But what happens now is it doesn't leave because it wants to jump here, and instead of asking for a new derivative and function value, it sees that that question is actually already known. We have sample 0, so I say, well, I'm not asking anything, not returning, aka not returning to the test suite, but reusing sample 0. Why would I return? Haha, test suite. So we go to 0 and now 0 is the last one. And then we return. And then it's going to do the previous one of 0, which is now 1. No, actually there is no previous thing of 0. It's just really 0. Sample 0, there's no previous. Complete failure. So I think I should change the test suite to just use last, because it should know that that we jump back. Or I can maybe verify that it is the correct one by looking at the value. W value of it. It's like if we jump back. No. Anyway, I'm going to bed, I think, which means that I can't go. I just can't go to bed. I have to play chess. You know that. Yeah. I should maybe, yeah, no. I don't know why I do this. Why do I do this kind of stuff? You could just take the pawn here. I can't take back because then I lose my bishop. Oh boy. Probably should have developed my... I want to push this pawn. Oh. Yeah, well, whatever. I'm not going back. Or to the edge here. The rim. Bleep. Plop. Check. No, not check. Depends on what you hold. Check, tick, 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 tick. Pawn in the middle. I'm not happy. Amazing, I did win against a 2021 player. Okay, going to bed. Good night.